that shit before, nigga. See, I'm just tryna stack a meal. I want this shit for real. I told my mama really tryna put you in a bigger crib. Some way a house up on the hill.
Yo, welcome to another episode of Speak Now, Forever Hold Your Peace. It's my boy Dez. Moot, what's good, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's good? What up? Blessed, man. Blessed.
I like to give a shout out to all of our subscribers, like all of our supporters. We appreciate y'all. Y'all been putting on for us, man. We had 151 subscribers, man. We moving up, fellas, and it feels really good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I like to give a shout out to our sponsor, Avery Get Fit Donald. You can see my main man Dez got on his most recent release. I'm not sure exactly. I think that was the Family Stronger part 2. He did another part to it. So y'all make sure y'all click the link. It's in the bio or the description. Make sure y'all click the link. Tap in, get your gear. Once again, if I must reiterate this, I will. It's some of the most comfortable clothing you can wear in the gym and outside of the gym. You see my boy ain't even in the gym, he got it on. It's real comfortable. It's real. It's really, really good material. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all hit the link and fuck with my boy shit because it go crazy. All right. Now, there was some recent events that happened lately, and these guys above me have been direct fired towards me in this wrestling event that's coming up, which is that just passed, which is the Elimination Chamber. These guys had to hear me all week boast and talk about the Elimination Chamber. I'm gonna start with Moot. I'm gonna ask him, how was the event? How was your experience with the Elimination Chamber? Mind you, these guys, they ain't the biggest wrestling fans, so you gotta excuse some of the nonsense that's gonna spill out of their mouth. Go ahead.
No, it was for this was my first time in a while going back. Like I told, because I am a wrestling fan. I mean, I come in and out. I haven't been in about the last time I actually went to an event, I think was 2017 in El Paso. But like being fully invested, like actually watching, like, cause they used to be pay-per-view events. Man, that had to be like early 90s. So I haven't been. Early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. But for the event that showed it this week, it's a pretty good event. It's a pretty good event. The Elimination Chamber went good. It went how I expected it once I started watching it. I said before the fight, John Cena was going to win. You picked Seth Rollins. Let's be real here. We watched it. I called beforehand.
What I don't want you to do is go telling the fans who I picked and go telling them what's going on over here. Not me. Well, don't tell them who I picked. Don't tell them who I picked. I got perfect explanations for why I did what I did. But go ahead.
Okay, that's fine. For John Cena, this is John Cena's last ride. This is his last Elimination Chamber. This is gonna be his last WrestleMania. So I pretty much predicted that John Cena was going to win the event. But it was a good, strong event. What is Logan Paul, right? Logan Paul is in there. Logan Paul gave a good. This is my first time ever seeing a Logan Paul fight. I like his style. He's very high flying. He's very acrobatic. He's that style. He called the Maverick. He fought very well. CM Punk did all right. He did okay.
That boy tough.
He did good. Seth Rollins gave a good performance. I know you about to look exactly. You're telling on yourself. You're literally telling yourself. He gave a good performance, but crybaby. He's crybaby. He is a crybaby. He's a crybaby. He wants.
You mind me asking what make you say that?
Because he wants, like when CM Punk and John Cena was about to go. He's telling John Cena, don't touch CM Punk. He's mine.
Because
I get it. The story, I get it.
it's history there, man.
It is history there. But if I'm fighting him, I'm fighting him. You can't tell me who the hell I'm going to fight. But you got to add the dramatics. You got to add the theatricals into it. So like I said, he gave a good performance. All in all, though, like I said, the person that I wanted to win wound up winning was John Cena. And then we're going to talk about later what happened afterwards, but that was crazy. That shit was wild.
That was wild.
Are we talking about the whole thing in full, or we just talking about the chamber?
We're talking about the whole thing in full, but after we go around and we'll round it off with that.
Okay, all right. Then. So that's my take on it. I had John Cena winning it. Shout out to John Cena. You can't see me, but that's what happened.
Go ahead.
The old man won again. The old man got it done.
Go ahead, Dave.
I thought it was a very entertaining event. Y'all should have seen Foley all through the week, blowing up the text messages, blowing up the group, man. He's over here sending songs of the wrestling.
Hold on, Dad, before you go. So can we, because I wanted the fans, they didn't get all his excitement yesterday. But as a person that saw him in action this week, can we say that he nerded out all week about the Elimination Chamber? He's officially a nerd for the WWE. He tried to fight it all week, but I wanted the world to see. If I could show y'all the text messages and how he background work, everything. My dog put on it. He is the Troy of our group chat for the WWE.
Yeah, nah, for real.
My dog said it was going to be a spectacle, and he put on a spectacle.
Yeah. But he hyped it up to the moment, though. You hyped it up to the moment. I can't lie. It was definitely worth watching. Growing up as a wrestling fan, man, we used to, at least I didn't want to think that, wrestling was fake. You know what I mean? That was actually getting at that. Oh, obviously, as we're aged, we seen the schematic of things is now like it's obviously not real. At least 100% of it's not real. But to say all that, to say all that, it was a good performance. I like how John Cena came out with the win. This is going to be his last Elimination Chamber from what I'm hearing. But overall, man, it was definitely well entertained, and I like how wrestling is definitely making a comeback. I know it fell off over the years, but now it's starting, I think, get the money back. It's starting to get the income, the clientele, the entertainment, the whole entertainment piece of it as itself. Everything is starting to come back, and I definitely like the way it's shaping right now.
Before you go, I want to make sure you're done.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so I want the world to understand a couple things because a few things may get misconstrued. One, not a nerd about the WWE. I'm just a huge fan. Okay. Two, I think these guys ain't doing the elimination true justice. I mean, Elimination Chamber true justice. I'll do it. No, you just wait because you had your turn to do what you had to do. You had your turn to do what you do. Now I'm gonna let these guys know something because they're not truly aware of what's been going on in wrestling and understanding the timelines what was displayed out there at the Elimination Chamber. First of all, congratulations to Bianca Belair because she put on a performance in the Women's Elimination Chamber. No. That was your pick. Fair enough. That was your pick. Fair enough. That was your pick.
I thought we were just talking about the mix. We can talk about the whole thing.
Oh yeah, the whole thing. Oh no, but I thought you were saying about what happened at the end of the Elimination Chamber.
No. That's why I was asking. Are we going?
I thought you was asking that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We gonna talk about the whole thing. Well, go ahead, cuz my bad. Go ahead. Let them know that how you felt about the women's.
I was gonna give my whole recap of the whole event. I watched the whole event.
Okay, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
So, like Cuz was saying, I had Bianca because she Snoop Dogg. Cuz I found out that she was Snoop. The first time when I went to a WWE event, I found out Bianca is Snoop Dogg's cousin. So, and I like how she whip her hair around when she comes out. But she also is a good fighter. She's a good fighter. But the women's Elimination Chamber was actually pretty fire.
Yeah,
actually, because you told me don't worry about that one because you won't even got to watch that. It ain't gonna be that entertaining. It was actually pretty entertaining. You did say
No, no. I was actually talking about the past videos when the Royal Rumble. When we was talking about the Royal Rumble, that's what I was talking about. I didn't enjoy the women's Royal Rumble. But I didn't say that about the Elimination Chamber. I said that about the Royal Rumble that just passed. But go ahead.
The Elimination Chamber was definitely a good event. I mean, of course, as you know, women's wrestling back in the day, it was like a non-factor. It was only a couple people that you knew that like you maybe paid attention to. Which Trish came out. It was crazy that Trish fought last night at almost 50. She's 49. She put out a great show, but as we know, the event was in Canada, so she put on for her people. This was the first time her kids got to watch her fight, so she put on a good performance for being up for 49, and she beat Nia Jackson. I don't know the other girl name that they fought together, and I actually thought that Tiffany Stratus, I thought that was her daughter because they named Stratton. Yeah, but you know they both put on a good performance. That was a pretty good fight. The Elimination Chamber, like I said, I ain't get too much into it, but in the beginning when Jade came out that bitch, it just rocked Naomi. Though I was like, yo, what's going on right here?
Yeah.
So I don't know too much of the backstory on that. You can fill me in on that, but that shit was wild. She totally took her out. She took a whole person out the Elimination Chamber in the beginning, so that was a great way to start the show. You know what I'm saying? With some early drama, which if you don't know, wrestling usually starts as like, okay, you have a plot. You have a plot, and it usually goes the right way. Then there's drama in it. Just stop me when I'm wrong. I know you're ready to critique, but then there's usually a drama or a plot twist, and then it gets right back to the story that leads controversy to the story. So that was a good drama scene added into the situation. Liv Morgan, right? That's her name, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan.
Yeah. She plays the heel, but she played it very good in the Elimination Chamber. A lot of high flying. She steals a lot, not still a lot of moves, but she has a lot of moves from Eddie Guerrero. She's dating
Dominic Mysterio.
Son.
No. Dominic Mysterio is Rey Mysterio's son.
Rey Mysterio, my bad. But Rey Mysterio, and Guerrero were partners, so she's got a lot of moves from them. So it's good to see. It's good to see that with the WWE, they're incorporating a lot of old school into it too. That, like Triple H said in the interview, the old school is building the new school. So that's good. And you get that old retro feel, and it's good to see that. But all in all, like I said, the fight was very good. And like Dad said in the beginning, so as if you don't know, it's supposed to be kayfabe, which is like it's supposed to be fictional, but it's kind of got some realness to it. So when people watch and you be like, it's fake, it's not all fake, but it's good to show that they actually are adding some action into it. But only thing I don't like, and I get it because they changed their direction from back in the day. When I watched that Kevin Owens and
Sami Zayn,
when I watched that fight, right? So back in the day, there used to be a hardcore match. That's what they used to call it, a hardcore match, but they call it now unsanctioned match, right? So
which is technically worse, which is almost technically worse than hardcore, but
it's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be. So if you're going to do that in those type of matches, you got to have some kind of blood into it. Which they had a little bit of blood, but the thing is, I get it that, you know, now the direction is more towards the kid. They try to make it more kid friendly than back in the day, because back when I was watching it, it was like when Raw was war, and back in the day, it was very a little gruesome. It was going a little overboard. So I get what their direction is. I know what's going on with the situation, so I get it why they don't show as much blood. But when you're watching those, you're supposed to get like the chair shots across the head. I know they took that out because of the concussions and stuff like that, but that was back in my day, so that's what I'm looking for. But I didn't get that, so I was kind of little distraught about that. And then definitely back in the day, because what they used to do was they used to put a razor under the tongue. At least you would get a gas. Somebody, even if like like the two tables, love going through the tables. That's giving me old school vibe. But usually by then, when you go through that second table, some blood in there. there was blood out there. It usually used to be blood. So the fight was a good fight, crazy fight, a lot of action. But and even like with the trash can, I'm looking for the over the head trash can shot. Didn't get that. So I, as being an older fan, I wanted that, but I didn't get that. But that's okay. Still was a good fight, all in all. What was another fight before? What was the fight before? Well, that was the fight before the main event, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
that was the
that
fight
was.
before.
Yeah, I
That was
think
the
that was
fight
the
before
fight
the
before the
Amazon.
main event. So
Yeah.
after that, like all in all, like I said, good event, great event. It had a lot of high flying, a lot of spectacles. So all in all, if I had to rate it out of 10, 8.5.
Good God Almighty, he's crazy. Hey, look,
I said
check this
why
out, y'all.
I said why I
Hey,
took the
man, look,
8.5.
brother. I will not.
You already
I
did. You already did. Good
You're right.
God,
You're right. Check this out, y'all.
already did.
Check this out, y'all, because once again, like I said, they didn't do their explanations didn't do the Elimination Chamber any justice. Respectfully, fellas, us WWE fans, thank y'all for what y'all said, but you could have said more. Check this out. Shout out to Bianca Belair. She put on a show, but nonetheless, Cuz picked Bianca Belair. I was shocked Liv Morgan didn't win. To me, she was the biggest star of the Elimination Chamber. And Cuz didn't understand why Jade attacked it. Cuz didn't understand why Jade attacked Naomi in the beginning. It's because weeks prior to that, Jade got beat up, attacked from behind. She got snuck basically. In you know what terms. She got snuck. So she thought it was Liv Morgan. That's why in the beginning, because Liv was like, it wasn't me. Yeah, she was like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Then because Jade found out it was Naomi. That's why she beat the living crap out of Naomi and slammed the Elimination Chamber door on her neck, and she left the match in a neck brace.
Right.
Shout out to me, the worst match of the night was a tag team and the return of Trish Stratus. Don't get me wrong, shout out to her for coming back and putting on for Canada, but we all knew she would, that part of the night, we knew what was gonna happen. She was gonna win first night back in Canada. She got WWE, the women's WWE champion, fighting with her, basically like the best women's athlete, quote unquote, in the game. I think it's Jade, but some say it's her as well. But for that match, it was, basically I knew what was gonna happen. Shout out to Nia Jax. She's a great wrestler. But nonetheless, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens was the best match of the night. That match was electrifying. It was dramatic. It was extreme. It was everything. Yeah, cuz I agree with you. I do miss blood sometimes. But to keep it PG, that match turned out. That match was amazing. Sami Zayn, I had you winning the match. I thought for a fact that the WWE was going to let you win that match. I don't understand how they chose Kevin Owens, because we all know Kevin Owens turned heel. He went crazy, and now it's kind of hard to fathom seeing Kevin Owens like this, because he was once beloved. Well, he still is beloved. He still is beloved, but he was once like, he was supposed to be this, because all of these guys have a protege. All of these guys have a guy that bought them up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kevin Owens was supposed to be the next coming of Stone Cold. That was supposed to be who bought him up, bringing him through the ranks, because years ago, if y'all remember at WrestleMania, Kevin Owens and Stone Cold fought, basically the kind of Stone Cold basically like, oh, you stole all my moves, all this, that, and the third, and obviously Kevin Owens is fighting. Kevin Owens basically fighting to be him, So he was beloved. He was coming up as that guy. To see the heel turn that he has now is kind of amazing, because him and Sami Zayn both from Canada, and Sami Zayn is loved in wrestling. Everybody,
It was
Yeah,
crazy.
they was friends. They was friends. They was friends. But over the years, they've been having a little back and forth. And
Right.
now it got to the and WWE was fortunate enough to push it to a level where it seems as if it's no return. And I think now it isn't because
Right.
they brought families into it. Like a lot of they pushed a lot of drama in this relationship. So
Right.
so it was basically like a do or die thing. They're gonna sit Sami Zayn out for a little while, but maybe not. He'll be back in a couple of weeks or so. But Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, best fight of the night. That was outstanding. That was an outstanding performance. I applaud y'all for that. But by the way, because on the bleeding part, they took the spikes off the barbed wire, you know, the sticky stuff. They took it off the barbed wire. So I guess that kind of went into why, you know, there was no blood theatrics.
Yeah. I get it. Like I said, I get it.
Yeah.
But because it like I said, like man, me being old school, you know, early 90s and stuff like that. That type of stuff when you fought in those matches, like back in the day, Mankind, Undertaker, and a no holds barred match, hardcore match.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wrestling,
I quit match. Like for the old school fan.
Wrestling used to be very, very, very gruesome, but it not very gruesome, but it used to be, I would say very gruesome because to the naked eye, to the normal eye, to the viewers back in our days, we would look at it and be like, these are other humans making other humans bleed like this. You really wasn't seeing this anywhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What they were doing. And another thing is, like you said, now you have to clean it. You have to clean it up a little bit more because
the kids.
You're in an era where, you know, everything's, you know, social media.
Right.
It's just WWE got a WWE got an Instagram page, and Instagram won't let blood be seen on their page. You know what I'm saying? So it's just little things like that they really got to kind of factor into. It's money everywhere. Right. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber.
I got a question about that before you start.
Go ahead.
If you don't mind. Why was Roman, because I'm still trying to get back into all of this, like why was Roman Reigns? I feel like he one of the best wrestlers. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like he is. I thought he was one of the best wrestlers in the So why was he not in? Did he have a match that night already set up? Like did he fight or he just?
So the thing with Roman Reigns is, actually Roman Reigns was in the Royal Rumble and he lost. But the thing about Roman Reigns is he had a hell of a run, like almost 2 years without a loss type shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was going crazy. So at the end of his run, when he lost, you gotta kind of start handing it over to other people. You know what I'm saying? So like he's still a main attraction. Don't get me wrong, because he is still one of the best performers and one of the best wrestlers in the WWE. The issue is he's already I won't say they're transitioning to because he's a big star, but Cody Rhodes is the guy right now. Cody Rhodes got the belt from Roman Reigns, so it's time for Cody Rhodes to go on his run. You know what I'm saying? Cody Rhodes been in the game way before Roman Reigns. They pushed Roman Reigns up over Cody Rhodes. You know what I'm saying? Then you got The Rock is Roman Reigns' real family. So it's a lot of stuff that happens in WWE that really don't make it to the forefront. But Roman Reigns wasn't in the Elimination Chamber because obviously putting him in there to me doesn't make a difference because Cena's gonna win regardless. You get what I'm saying? So the story of Roman Reigns and now having him in there would have been good because Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Cena, it's all history right there. You know what I'm saying? All of that got history. That's why I think Logan Paul shouldn't have made it. That's why I think. That's why I think you pull Logan Paul out. No, you keep Drew McIntyre because it's history there too. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre don't like CM Punk. Seth Rollins don't like CM Punk. Both of those guys hate CM Punk, want to see CM Punk lose more than anything. John Cena's just an old guy on his last run, and he's beloved by everybody.
Yeah, he's
up
on his
until
going
that
away
tour. You know what I'm saying? He's on his going away tour. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why in the match, you saw Seth Rollins tell him, like, get your ass the fuck on. Like, this CM Punk is my problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that. You know what I'm saying? Seth Rollins, to me, is the best wrestler in all of WWE. To me, I want to be clear about that. Now, you give John Cena his opportunity to get his 17th title. I respect it. It's cool. It's all fine and dandy, right? And he's deserving of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's John Cena. Like, we've seen him be great for 20 years in wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, so have at it, you know? But for one, I think Seth Rollins put on the best show in the Elimination Chamber. I'm not being biased. He just did. No one put on a better show than Seth Rollins. And it's always, he brings the drama, man. That's why it's important to have him in these matches. He brings the drama. Nobody else. Nobody else.
Because he started with everybody.
Well, Drew McIntyre. No, Drew McIntyre definitely brings drama too. I got to give Drew his props. He brings drama too. But outside of them two, there's really no theatrics. Oh, CM Punk too. I'm sorry, CM Punk. CM Punk performed his ass off. To me, that's who really should have won if you was going to give somebody a WrestleMania shot. It should have been CM Punk. He had a main event at WrestleMania his whole career. He haven't. So there's to kind of answer your question. I wish Roman was there, but they gotta cycle him out sometimes because he's really a main attraction. So they gotta try to they gotta find other people to see who this, that, and the third. But Seth Rollins is that guy. We all know it. You seen this? Did you see his entrance?
Like, we've seen his entrance. We've seen him come.
Did you see his entrance, Des?
You had his outfit on. We saw you.
It's man crazy. Did you see his entrance? You didn't see his entrance.
No, I didn't see it.
You missed his entrance.
Yeah, I'll give him. He got one of the best entrances. I like his theme song.
Him and Jey Uso got the best entrances in wrestling right now. Check this out, cuz. You said something. You was like, "Oh, Seth Rollins stealing moves." Cause you know Triple H. Well, you saw him do the pedigree. You saw him do it. But you know Triple H is the one who brought him through.
But the thing is, I've been watching Seth Rollins fights. I've been watching him through. I didn't see him do one pedigree the whole time. So that's why I said when he did it.
Oh no. He been doing it. He been doing the pedigree. Him and Cody Rhodes do it.
I haven't seen it, but like I said, when I've been watching, I haven't seen it. So that's why I said that. Like I said, I understood. Like when I watching Liv Morgan do the triple slams, I'm like, okay, I get it. You dating what's my dog name? Rey Mysterio's son, Eddie Guerrero. Bring that in, makes sense. It makes sense. So that's why I said that.
Okay.
But also, I was trying to rile you up because
I know you was.
That's what I know you was secretly rooting for. But then after, let me tell y'all about him, fans. As soon as John Cena won. You know we was rooting for John Cena, right? I was like, how does this happen? How does this happen? Y'all literally been rooting, getting pumping Seth Rollins. I even called my little cousin because I know my little cousin is a John Cena fan, and he even told me we about to burn it down. So I said, all right. So after the fight, I don't want to change. After that, I see him. He all in there. John Cena did it. I said, whoa, what are we doing? What are we doing? Which I get, you can have multiple fans, but y'all picked y'all winner. Y'all picked y'all winner for the fight. It was a good fight. He just didn't win.
We wanted to defy odds. That's all. We wanted to defy the odds. We wanted to defy the odds. That's all. But nonetheless, y'all, it was a great event. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I give it. Mook said he give it 8.5 out of 10. I give it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I'm in that 8.5, 9 as well.
I give it a 10. Well, you know, maybe I might be a little bit or being a little over. I might be fanning out a
You're
little
just
too
a
much.
little bit.
Yeah, I give it a 9
so,
point. I give it a 9.9 out of 10. The point one was Travis Scott. He got deducted when he did that cringy shit.
So speaking
I was about to ask you how you feel about what happened at the end of the Elimination Chamber.
So never would expect John Cena turning heel. That was crazy to me. First of all, I didn't even know The Rock was the. I didn't know The Rock was a heel. I guess he's the final boss now. That's his name. That's what they call him now, the final boss. He came a couple weeks before going to Cody Rhodes, telling Cody Rhodes like, "Hey, you're a great champion. I want you to be my champion." Which basically he wanted him to turn heel. Stop me if I'm wrong, because I'm going in the right direction, right? So he wanted to turn heel. So basically, I guess the Rock's role is like he's like, I guess you could say playing the devil, but he's not playing the devil, right? So if you join his side, which he got Travis Scott, and now I guess he's got John Cena. So you join his side, all the riches, all the power, everything you could possibly want, and to be a great champion would have been if he said yes. So he had a belt that said Cody Rhodes soul, and Cody Rhodes had a decision to make. And so we watched the whole fight going into the decision. So when he came out, he asked him, what's your decision? Are you going to come and join us? And he said no. In fact, he didn't just say no. He said, fuck no. Basically, he told him he kiss his ass, right?
While Cena's cheering.
That's what he's supposed to do. That's what he's supposed to do. Cody Rhodes is the baby face. He's not the heel. We don't join sides. We fight the good fight, right? So afterwards, John Cena attacking him right beforehand, telling him, you're a great champion. I fuck with you a long way, which we all know Dusty Rhodes is Cody Rhodes' son. So there's a lot of history in that. Telling him he's going to be great and this, that, and the third. But then The Rock told John Cena take him out because he said no. John Cena going against it and actually turning heel was very, very surprising to me. And then they just beat his ass for like 3 minutes. So that was very shocking. It was once again, like I said, there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of theatrics in it. So the way I see it now, going into WrestleMania, we're possibly about to get that John Cena Cody Rhodes fight, which is going to be fire. It's going to be a good fight, even though John Cena is older than that, it's still going to be a good fight. So, but it was a very shocking plot twist. Did not see that coming out of nowhere.
You got something to say, Dave?
I was just gonna say entertainment, man. It's all part of the entertainment game. Like I know a lot of people have been wanting this to happen for years. From what I've been reading up on, John Cena turning heel. And the fact that he done it at this moment of his career, with it being his last year in the wrestling, it's pretty interesting. It got me definitely opening my eyes for the rest of seeing how the rest of the year is gonna play out for him. But it's crazy to me how, once he turned heel, you still got fans cheering for him. Usually when there's a heel, you don't see fans cheering with the heel. You see the fans cheering against the heel. So for them to be cheering with the heel, it may question, like, did he possibly go heel too late into his career? Or, you know what I mean? So he may have went heel before. But overall, man, it's just great entertainment. You know what I mean? One more thing to say, too. I felt like, too, it was just kind of strange how... Because I didn't like, don't get me wrong, I love that John Cena won the match. I didn't like how he won it at the end. We know with Seth Rollins' help, that kind of may have sent, like, to me, I feel like that was kind of weird how Cena allowed him to just do that, and him just taking advantage of that moment. I've never seen John Cena as a dirty fighter. I mean, I don't think it was dirty, but at the same time, I just don't think it was the right way to win the fight neither. So that's my take on it. It was just kind of strange how that whole thing just kind of, twisted like that. But
so think about it, is right. So I was kind of sort of like I was kind of sort of thinking like that. One, Seth Rollins don't give a damn. Seth Rollins gonna do what Seth Rollins want to do regardless. So he was gonna curb stomp CM Punk. Anyways, I didn't see it happen. I didn't think he was gonna do it, but he did it. And in that moment, when Cena grabbed CM Punk and put him in the chokehold, I was like, damn, that's weird. Cena's usually more of an honorable fighter than that. And guess what? That led right into him turning heel. Just made sense. You know what I'm saying? I think it should have happened 10 years ago, Cena turning heel. And he was kind of heel when he first came into wrestling, but that's because nobody didn't know him. And he was just kind of sort of like that guy who's always that it was kind of arrogance. And at first, fans got to get used to. Fans got to love, they're not gonna love you until they love you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you become that guy, that's when they're gonna love you. But once he changed his theme music and changed his whole little style up, that's when he skyrocketed. Cena turning heel was absolutely crazy to me. It was definitely shocking. And for wrestling fans out there, y'all, please boo him at WrestleMania. Please, because that's what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like they waited too late to do it, but boo him. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna go back to Thugonomics, Dr. Thugonomics. I think he's gonna go that route as far as how he's gonna approach. I know y'all know who Thugonomics is, so I'm not gonna go there. But he's gonna go back to Dr. Thugonomics, and he's gonna there's chill. Gonna go back. And that's the route he's gonna take as far as going to WrestleMania. That's what I think. I hope Cody Rhodes beat the crap out of him because Cody Rhodes definitely still deserved to be the champion. Cody Rhodes definitely still deserved to be the champion. But you know what? Cena told us in the press conference after the Royal Rumble, he said, I deserve my shot at the 17th to break. I deserve my shot at breaking the record. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do what I need to do that. So basically, to the world, Cena sold his soul. Cena sold his soul to The Rock. And but all in all, great event. I enjoyed it, every bit of it. Trust me, y'all. And by the way, don't ever put Travis Scott in the wrestling ring no more. That was disgusting. That was cringe. I hated that.
The kids.
He's been a routine guy that's been involved.
Yeah.
I think he's part of the with The Rock.
No, I know, but the thing is, they need to find a way to lessen his role. If he comes to the ring, just have him chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like he was kind of he was doing
too much.
He's not a good actor. You know what I'm saying? Like it was weird what he was doing versus like it fit what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't. It's like he had his own thing going on over there, bro. I'm like, what is he even doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, just get in there, chill. You know, be Rock sidekick or whatever you want to be. That's why he's in the third. But nonetheless, it was a great event. So, fellas,
thank you, cuz, for bringing us back into it. We appreciate it. Fanboy out, nerded out. And now we're back fans again. We'll be back in. We're all the way live for the fans. For all the WWE fans out there.
Tune into Raw Monday because it's going to be a very, 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 very special episode. Trust me. And because Rhea Ripley is fighting for her title, which I'm pretty sure she's going to defend. Other than that, WrestleMania is upon us. WrestleMania is upon us. Be prepared. All right. So check this out. Whew, that felt good. I'm holding that in. All right. So look, check this out, y'all.
We just don't need you blowing up the group chat, bro. We don't need all the songs.
If I didn't, if
the Undertaker song and all types of craziness.
Check this out, y'all. If I didn't, shout out to Damian Priest, by the way. But if I didn't, because that's who Dez is talking about. That's who Dez said Undertaker, but he's talking about Damian Priest. Listen, if I didn't blow the group chat up, like that, these guys would have brushed on by and not went and watched the Elimination Chamber. I'm telling you, I had
that's a fact.
I had to make sure they watched it because they don't understand how far wrestling has come. The thing about old heads, well, we ain't old heads, but the thing about living in the past, we be so stuck on what was versus where it has come. And
Right.
wrestling is in a really, really, really good spot right now, and I'm enjoying it. So, cuz,
Hey,
let me ask you a
one more thing. My bad. One more thing, bro. Did did it start shaping back like this once Vince McMahon got out the chair, or it was already kind of like, when do you feel like it made the twist to, start becoming more entertaining again before we get off the
Well,
subject?
I definitely think Triple H becoming a general manager for me was important because he's very in touch with what wrestlers want out of their careers, what direction like stories should go. Because Triple H has been a part of like wrestling for a long time, but he's been yeah,
Business.
well, yeah, I know, but I'm talking about the entertainment business. But
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, he's been a part of like every type of personality a wrestler could have. So he knows every route. He's been successful at every route that a wrestler has to take to be successful. He's been the
Right.
heel. He's been the guy that we love. He's been the funny guy. He's been like, so he's been tag team champions. Like, so he's done everything. So I think him becoming the general manager was really important. But nonetheless, cuz what you think? We got Tank versus Roach, man. I want to know what was your thoughts. I'll tell you what I think about what happened, but you pretty much, let us know what you think about the Tank versus Roach fight.
Right, right. So I tuned into the fight. All in all, we all thought a lot of people didn't think that Roach was going to have a chance against Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis was the high favorite coming in. It was like no way he could lose this fight. But I found out, they're both Maryland kids. He's from Baltimore, and Roach is actually from Maryland. So they fought as kids. They fought younger. So I was like, once I seen that and I got that knowledge, I'm like, well, people maybe don't know that going into this fight, but that gives Roach not an advantage, but that gives him confidence coming in. Like, I mean, I fought this guy. I know this guy. We fought when we was kids. Like, I know pretty much his style. He's the champion, but I'm no slouch. Which I've never seen a Roach fight before, but it was a very, very entertaining fight. Because as you know, I'm not the biggest boxing fan, but on a fight night, I will definitely tune in if I tune in. Um, and this has been this fight alone was one of the better fights that I've seen in a long time because boxing is very political, very rigged. You know what I'm saying when it comes to fights, and even in this fight, there was a couple instances where you could see like you will be like, damn, here go the rig, it's coming. Like they're gonna rig it in his favor, but they let it be a good fight and it came out to be a draw. In the beginning, we all know if you watch boxing, Gervonta Davis is a slow fighter, right? He starts like the first 4 rounds, he'll play with you, he'll feel you out, calculate. They call it calculating, getting analysis as you fighting as a boxer. And then in the later rounds, he'll pick it up and he'll usually take you out, right? With Roach, it went the other way around. If Roach would have been on the aggressive and put the foot on the gas early in the fight, I think he would have actually won the fight. I'm not mad at the decision. I know a lot of people are like, Tank won the fight, and some people are like, Roach won the fight. But all in all, like I said, in the first half, you could say that, Tank was taking the fight, at least for the first 5 rounds. But the first 6 rounds. From 6 on, I could definitely say that Roach fought back and actually got in the fight, and that's why they call it a unanimous draw at the end. There was only one judge that called it 114, 112 towards Tank. Everybody else called it 114, 114, which that's the way I saw the fight. So all in all, to me, they both took knees because at one point Tank dropped down, which if you drop down, it's supposed to be technically a knockdown, but they said it wasn't a knockdown. The reason why he failed is because he said he got his hair braided, which he's had braids his whole career, but I guess he had a new lady do his hair, She put a little extra grease in, and so it sweated, and he got sweat in his eye. He took a knee, which that's why I said they go to controversy side of boxing. Usually that's a knockdown. That's supposed to be in Roach's favor. Now he's up in the fight, but they said no, it's not a knockdown. They just, you know what I'm saying, said it was, a stoppage, a quick stoppage. And, he's the champ. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it goes towards the champ. And to beat the champ, usually you got to knock out the champ. So, but also in the fight, Roach did take a knee as well. So that countered itself. And like I said, that's why in the end, it wound up being a draw. I'm looking forward to the rematch, more money. That's why, because I don't think in the beginning, I've heard somebody say this, I don't think Tank took Roach that serious. I don't think he was like, he didn't think he was going to be able to live up to the fight. That's why he was playing a little bit, toying around with him a little bit. So maybe in the next match, Tank take him out and actually win the fight like convincingly. But all in all, good fight. Great fight. I loved it. I would have caught another 8.5. Matter of fact, my whole Saturday watching fights was good. So that's my take on the fight. It was a good fight. Had a couple. I only watched one prelim fight. I didn't watch all of them. But all in all, pretty good fight. Like I said, one of the better ones I've seen, because usually they don't even throw hands no more when it comes to those prize fights. Those boys actually threw hands. Roach's nose was bleeding. Tank was swelled up a little bit. So good fight.
Okay, so you pretty much recapped it for us, because obviously after the elimination chamber, I was burnt out, y'all. It was too much. It was too much. It was just I put too much into. I put too much into it. I was burnt out, so I really apologize that I missed this fight, and I'm not able to give y'all a very broad, broad opinion about it. But I'll say this. I did see the controversy about the knockdown thing, and I did kind of skim through the highlights. And from what it looked like Cuz said, it looked like it was a pretty fair fight. And it looked like it was a pretty competitive fight. I'm sorry. But I also see things about the knockdown thing, and which to me, like Cuz said, I've never seen you not fight without braids. I don't think I've ever seen a Tank fight where he didn't have braids. Right. So, well, not recently, but so I don't know about no grease getting in your eyes, man. Like I know I see stuff on social media about only black people will understand. Yeah, but when you're a boxer,
right,
and you got to go to the corner to get your face, and you get dried off every round, like it's like I don't know, like that just sounds like a bunch of BS to me. But nonetheless, like I said, I was burnt out.
And to be honest, you know what, because and this is why I say, because in the end, who won in that night was Vegas.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
Because look,
money.
Nobody expected Tank to get knocked out. Even if you put a little bit on it, that was a plus 4,200 bet right there, and you just screwed everybody out of that bet.
It was a plus 1081. It was plus 10. It was plus 1081 for. It was plus 1081 for Roach to win. No, actually, it might have been more than that. But
no, at first it was 900. It jumped up to 10.
Okay. So it was a plus 10. Yeah. It was a plus 1081 for Roach to win. Right. And I, like you were saying, because I think, man, money got a big
itself, though. If you took Tank to get knocked down once, it was plus 4,200, because they didn't even put that out there. They didn't even think, and it goes down. You think you want some money? They say, it's not a knockdown. That's crazy. A lot of controversy. And that's the controversy part about it.
There's not a person that won money yesterday, because the draw wasn't even something you would have bet on.
Yeah, exactly. So in the end, Vegas cleaned up again. And cleaned up very well.
Man, oh, you got some. You got a take on it, is?
Nah, I really don't. It just sounded like it was a good fight. This is why I really don't pay for pay-per-views. I understand it was a good fight, but I don't want to pay for a pay-per-view and have to watch a main event draw. I want to see somebody come out victorious. But I mean, overall, if y'all said it was a good fight, then I mean,
One
kudos
thing,
to
well,
y'all. But
one thing I'll tell you this. One thing I'll tell you is just stick with wrestling because we always gonna get a winner.
Oh God.
You're gonna
yeah,
always get a winner, and you're gonna get your money's worth. You're gonna get your money's worth, every ounce of it. But
Mhm.
moving
I was
on,
seeing something. I was
go
seeing
ahead.
something real quick before you move on. I want to say, let me ask you this: Move. Would you say that Tank was up? Would you have considered him up before he took the knee and may have
Yeah,
just
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So when he took the knee, he was definitely up. He was up back then, but a knockdown changes everything. It was still tight. It was still a tight fight at that time. And that's why I say the knockdown put Roach in. If they would have called it an actual knockdown, it's putting Roach up. You know what I'm saying? At that time, that it changed the momentum of the fight. It changed the momentum of the fight, him taking that knee. And that's why
Yeah,
Roach started putting on the gas.
yeah,
So if he would have, if they would have actually called it a knockdown, he lost a point. Roach potentially walk
would have
out the
won.
winner. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
mm,
But at the end,
okay,
towards the end, and it would have gave him more theatrics if they would have called it a knockdown. But towards the end, Roach taking his knee counters it out. So
crazy.
part two? We'll see where it go.
yeah.
Maybe. Better hope they do it for WrestleMania. But hey, check this out, fellas. So recently, Draymond Green made some comments about him feeling like the best era of basketball was between the time of 2015 and 2019. I'm not sure exactly what he considers an era. Mac brought up a good point about
So
he
he only said
considering it.
4 years of the era, 2050,
I'm a,
2019, 4 years.
I'm assuming that's what he said, but I would like to assume that he may have meant the best run in basketball. You know, the best.
And can we say that's kind of biased? Isn't that when that was his run, right? That was the
Well,
Golden
no,
State
that
run.
was Braun all them 16, 17, 18.
So that's the
No,
Bron Golden State
Golden
series.
State Cyrus rivalry, basically. So he was having fun winning. That's biased. You're right.
Yeah,
That's biased
basically,
because when you started
that's
losing
basically all
basketball,
I'm hearing. Shit.
when you started losing basketball, it wasn't fun anymore. That's basically what he's
That's
saying.
basically all I just got out of that.
Yeah, that's basically what he's saying. Like
Because
the
look,
best.
that's literally like it was getting, but the NBA was kind of getting like monotonous because we knew at the end of the year we was gonna get Golden State
Braun
and
and
the Cavs
Cavaliers.
and the
Yep.
Cavaliers. That's all we knew we were gonna get. They were just adding pieces. It was literally like, it literally was like, let me see how I could put it. It was like a war, but you were just adding a new character. It was like,
Yeah.
yeah, basically like that. You were just adding a new character. Or it was like if you remember the game, Def Jam Fight for New York, and you had
Yeah.
Mob versus Crow, and they was literally just adding new people
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
year. Every year they was just adding. One moment we
That
had KD come to the picture, then we had got that Kyrie and Kevin Love come to the picture. You know what I'm saying?
just seeing
So
who could strengthen their team.
exactly.
Just
Stop
seeing who
it.
could strengthen
Stop
their
it,
team.
Draymond Green. I
Yeah.
don't like that. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
I don't like it either, especially considering you calling a 4 or 5 year span, a 5 year span,
That's not it.
error. That's not an error, bro. That's not an error. That's not an error. And like I said, I think he might have used the wrong words because that sounds more like Mike said, that sounds more like a run to me. That sounds more as like your favorite years of basketball, the time in
Right,
basketball you had the most fun.
right. Because like okay, like an era, right? You like if you want to break it down, it's like maybe like okay, you had the Magic and Bird era, right? You had the Magic and Bird. Then Jordan came. You had the Jordan era, right? Then after
Yep.
that, after the Jordan era, then we get into the the night. Well, I guess you could say that '96 era because a lot of people just came out of that era. You had Kobe Bryant, you had Jason Kidd, which I call that era myself, the NBA on NBC series era. Now that to me, if we're gonna talk about that was the best era because you had some of the best ballers in that era. And then after that, then you get the 2003 era that I call, which is like LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, D Wade. And then after that, you could say, I could guess you could give it to the, I don't want to say it's the Golden State era, but it's the 3-point era. That's I guess you could put it like that. And that's what the era that damn Draymond Green loved. Which he also said is the most boring. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Because I'm telling you, bro, it was fun. It was fun. It's fun when always fun when the rabbit got the gun. It always fun with what you think, Des?
4 years in no damn era.
Yeah, that's not an era, bro.
Yeah, nah. I mean, y'all said it all, man. Like, I guess it just depends on what you're looking for. If you trying to compare eras based off of that, like off the 10-year swing, I mean, when it comes to favoritism, I think you should honestly, put side by side what you would rather have. If you rather physicality with less talent, I think you would go at obviously the older age, the older era. But if you want to go towards, I mean, we obviously got more talent in the league nowadays. So if you want to go towards the evolution of basketball, like the actual where there's more talent, yeah, I would say go with the higher up eras. But
Right.
that's my spill on it.
So I think basketball is a very, very, very. It's always transcending. Basketball to me is never ever. It's to me now, and that doesn't matter whether I like it or not. It's the truth to me. I feel like basketball is always transcending, trying to find new ways to make the game better. Versus football, it's not for football. It's not the same because football could have been played the same as the 80s, the 90s, and now what it is now. We football fans love football no matter what. So they don't really have to do much to reinvent football. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to see like more talented players now and all that is what's in third, but it don't matter if it's 12-6, then it's been a running game and defense, it's been a defensive game. If it's your team, you're gonna watch them and you're gonna love it. Versus with basketball, now it's come to a point where almost like if you ain't shooting threes or if your offense ain't high pace, it's boring. You know what I'm saying? If the game ain't 140 the game ain't 120, it's boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it has got to the point where they have to continue to keep finding ways to make basketball make basketball better. So with
See,
that being said, go ahead.
that's why I kind of disagree, but I'll let you finish though.
So I want to hear what you guys say about that. So I say that to say you got the era of basketball now, and then you got the era of basketball between the 90s up until the 2000s. And then you got from now to the 2010s, and then it is 2020 now. So we almost in I'm about to be 30, so I know I've got a good 20 years of basketball. Maybe not 20 years of basketball knowledge, but just living in basketball, I got about 20 years. So I say maybe 14, 15 years. And I like basketball more when there was less threes being shot, big men were being big men, guards were being guards,
NBA
and NBA, oh, exactly. And the game, it seemed the game was more appreciated then. I think the appreciation of basketball has been lost since these 20, I want to say, like, after, you know what? After the Cavs and the Warriors made their final run.
Yeah.
I think basketball, the appreciation for basketball for me lessened because I don't like seeing big men not play big. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like to see guard. I do like to see what the guards are doing, but I feel like now they're a little more overvalued versus being point guards and being leaders and being the guy that you usually the point guard is the guy who leads the team and who XYZ in the third, and he's the guy who orchestrates the offense. Now we get to see forwards do that. You know what I'm saying? We seeing power forwards bring the ball up the court. We seeing centers sometimes bring the ball up the court. That I like basketball when it was more structured. It just seems a whole lot. It seems a little out of place now, or it just seems all over the place. Go ahead, Des.
So the point of my statement, you kind of said both. Like, you going back to what you were saying, you said it's exciting and entertaining to you when you see teams putting up, 120, 140.
No, I
That
didn't
I
say that.
feel
I didn't say it was
that what you
exciting to me. No. I
you
said
said that you said that's a game you would rather see. You would rather see teams.
I said
Go
people.
ahead.
I said people would rather see that. I never said me.
Okay, well, I'm saying from my perspective, I don't want to see that, only because, with add on to what you kind of said, like, I don't feel like basketball's being played the way it should be played. Like, you're not seeing the big men posting up down low. You're not seeing, people really thinking and trying to analyze, what's going on, how they can do this, how they can do that. You see more so people just freestyling, shooting threes, and doing this, doing that. So I say that to say, man, like, the NBA is losing numbers. Like, even me as a fan, me being a fan of the NBA, like, I'm not excited about the NBA no more. I haven't been excited about this season at all, truth be told. Like, I really haven't. Okay,
Right.
like, OKC is doing really good, but it's just basketball is just not the same. It's not as fun as it used to be, with us growing up and actually watching the game. You know, I say people are more talented, but you're not seeing much of a basketball type of IQ going on in the games nowadays. People are more so using their talent to try to elevate their play, which is fine. But I'm just saying, if this keeps going on, you know what I mean? I don't know where the game is going to shape up. I just feel like the NBA is definitely taking a downturn right now, as far as the All-Star game, as far as how the game is being played overall. You know what I mean? I just don't really care for it like that. But entertainment, again, like I said, so,
Right. That's what I was saying about because the part you're referring to me is about when I said that basketball is always trying to progress. Like, they're always transcending, like, no matter what, they're always trying to go up. So they always trying to find new ways to reinvent the game. That's where I came in. I said the 120 thing, like, it's boring unless you're seeing that. You know what I'm saying? But for us, it's not that way because we grew up watching basketball differently. You know what I'm saying? So what we see now, it's starting to feel, and it may be different for me, but it's starting to feel like I used to look at basketball and be excited for the season coming. Now I'm looking at basketball as a filler. It's just like, man, you know what? It's gonna get me by. It's gonna get me by. I just need this. I just needed to get me through, and then I can just go and it'll put me right on the brink of the off season, and then and all that and everything just building up to football season. You know what I'm saying? So I just need basketball to get me through, because guess what? The draft's coming up. Free agency about to start this month, so we're about to get all the exciting football stuff, all of the off season exciting football stuff. We get to get into that versus having to go through what we see in basketball.
That's a fact. And they need to bring back, I feel like, to another thing that I know a lot of people say, the threes have really messed the game up. Like, shooting the three ball and all that. But it's like, I feel like overall they need to bring back the physicality of the game. Like, the little touch fouls, and
That's
you can't
gone.
really do much of that no more. Where back in the day, people getting hacked, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, that era is gone. But I just feel like that was just the overall more, I feel like, to me, entertaining, exciting era than, seeing what we seeing now. It's just more soft. The league has just gotten soft. That's the best way to put it.
Exactly. You know what?
I mean?
And think about it, bro. And just think about it. I know you played for real. Like, that was your thing. But for me and Mook, some guys used to get out in the backyard or go to the park and play and different things like that. It used to be physical there. Like we used to play physical there. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to the park, you play physical at the park. So like it's like, damn, like guys who, granted, we don't get paid to do it, so we don't know what they're thinking now. But guys who don't get paid to do it, guys who have fun, just enjoy playing basketball, play more physical than the guys who we watching on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like I can think back to dozens of times when I was playing basketball and doing whatever I was doing. How me and the fellas we get physical and go back and forth and stuff like that. Like dang, like that's all the way out the game now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even when when a little bit of physicality happens, you know the refs gonna get in between it. Just it's different. You got anything else on the go?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
Check this out, fellas. Again, we were just talking about the NFL and excitement and things that and us getting closer to free agency and just signings, and the draft is about to come up. Deebo Samuel traded to the Washington Commanders. What does that do for a 5th round draft pick, by the way? I want to be clear what they got, what the 49ers. That's all.
Wow.
Deebo got traded to the 49ers for a 5th round pick. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. That's all. I want to know, and either one of y'all go first. We can start you, Mook. I want to know, what does Deebo Samuel, who do you think won the trade, and what do you think Deebo Samuel is going to bring to the Commanders?
Well, the Commanders won it easily. I mean, that's a big move for a young. This could be Jaden Daniels, sophomore year. Adding a piece like that shows your quarterback, like, look, we're taking the steps in the direction. We're sold on you. We think you're the face of the team. We're going to add pieces. We was a couple plays away, and we wouldn't have got a guy that could make that play for you. So I like that with that piece. And all you give up is a 5th round. That all they tells me is that the 49ers and Deebo Samuel have parted ways. They just wanted to get him up out of there. Just anything, shit. Just give me. They basically were like, shit, just give me a piece of bubble gum. You can have them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, all in all, it ain't too much to really talk about this with this situation. It makes the Commanders even stronger. Zach Ertz probably gonna come back. You got Jed. What's my dog name? Terry McLaurin. McLaurin. He's still there. You had those young guys, and you still get to keep all your young pieces. Plus Deebo Samuel, who could play, who could do is like a gadget guy. You could put him in the slot. You could put him on the outside. You could put him as a running back. If that's another running back, you can add to the situation with what's my dog name? Ezekiel. No, am I saying right? No, I'm saying it wrong. What's his name? Came from the Chargers.
Austin Eckler.
Brian Robinson Jr. So you want to swing pass out of there, you can sit them down, rest them guys. So now you basically got 3 running back. You got a slot guy. You know what I'm saying? You got a multi-threat guy like that. That's a great piece for Jaden McDaniels. And that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning of that's definitely the way to start off, you know what I'm saying, off-season moves. That's definitely the way to start off off-season moves. For the 49ers, I don't want to say that they're breaking down, but it just looking like they missed their chance. You know what I'm saying? They missed their chance, and they just trying to put duct tape and everything they can on the situation. But the 49ers might be leading towards a rebuild.
Their window is closed.
There you go.
Their window closed when they let y'all Eagles, when they let the Eagles get back in there 2 years after. So y'all went, 49ers went, then y'all went back.
Right.
When they let y'all go back, right, when y'all went back right now, that pretty much closed. This season closed their window.
Right.
Christian McCaffrey can't keep having these injuries, man.
His body basically failing.
Yes, bro. He can't keep having these injuries. We are seeing the end of Christian McCaffrey. And if he has a great season this year, oh well. But 9 times out of 10, he's not going to give you a full season. Right. Deebo's a Swiss Army knife, bro. He can run, catch, punt return, kick return. He literally can do it all. Deebo Samuel can literally do it all. So getting the watch the Commanders getting Deebo to me was a big addition because Deebo obviously, well, that shows, like you said, cuz that shows Jaden Daniels that we believe in you. You're our guy.
Mm-hmm.
Deebo fits. I think Deebo fit well. And what's my guy? Kingsbury. We really haven't had a dynamic guy like this before. Deebo's very
Right.
dynamic. Now the only thing is which Deebo are we getting?
Yeah.
Are we getting Deebo who got the contract, Deebo before he got the contract, or Deebo after the contract? Which if we getting Deebo after the contract, then y'all team don't change that much. But if we get the Deebo before his contract, then obviously, you got a hungry guy who's ready to prove himself, who's ready to show that the 49ers wrote me off, or vice
Right.
versa,
And I think with a new start, some players actually just want to get it into a fresh
Yeah.
start, and then they
Yeah.
bring back, and you be like, oh, where was this last year? And I think
Yep.
that's what's going. If Washington Commanders is in my conference, and all I'm praying on is that Myles Garrett don't fuck around, because we haven't talked about that, but if you watch
But I've been hearing
football,
the rumors.
you know he wants to get out of Cleveland. I pray we snatch him up first before he go
I've
to
been hearing
that
the
team,
rumors.
because it makes them very vulnerable. I already got them. We're number one. They're definitely going to be number two, not coming to knock us off.
Yeah. And you I'm sorry, Des. You got something on that?
No, y'all hit everything on the head. Aside, I just feel like y'all said, I mean, they've gotten this only made them better. And I just feel like that now there's gonna be even more higher expectations of them making it out the conference, with them picking up a legitimate weapon like that if he comes to play.
Okay.
That's a damn show.
So that's a fact, Des. Actually, that's a good point. So I'm looking here, and we about to close it out, right? We about to close it out in a few. But I'm looking here, and I see that the Giants are talking about Aaron Rodgers. See, the Giants talk about Aaron Rodgers, and Stafford just restructured his deal with the Rams.
So
I'm
he
glad.
is going to stay. He is going to stay.
Huh?
He going to stay.
Yeah. Stafford staying with the Rams, so everybody can get those rumors out of the way. But Giants talking about adding Aaron Rodgers. I want to end it on this. Because I want to hear what y'all boys got to say about this. Why on God's green earth would Aaron Rodgers go to a failing franchise like that?
Ain't nobody else going to take him. That's why. Because it's over. It's over. It's getting to that point. It's over. Ain't nobody got time for the theatrics. Nobody. If you got an organization that's headed in the right direction, i.e. the Packers, i.e. what you can't go back to Green Bay. You fucked that up when you can't go back to Green Bay.
When it ruined the Jets.
When it ruined the Jets, which the Jets was already bad anyway. He just came and just exploded.
No.
Well, they wasn't terrible, but I mean, they wasn't. They wasn't.
Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be the missing piece.
Right, and that's what I'm
saying. You got rid of Zach Wilson to add Aaron Rodgers, and it ended up being worse.
Right, because like right now, Aaron Rodgers in there. He still thinks he could be that savior, and people still think he can be that savior, but he's not that no more. He got to go in a situation where the team is pretty much already set up. It's there. You just throw the football. That's it. Like Tom Brady last ride. He knew I can't do this no more. I can't pull these comebacks no more. I need to go to a team that's prominent and ready to go. And when he seen Tampa Bay, he already knew that was a prominent team. All I got to do is to put the ball in the right area. The players will make the plays. And that's what's going to have to happen to Aaron Rodgers. But Aaron Rodgers fucked himself up by being a theatrical queen, a drama queen. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I need this person. Oh, I need that person. He gotta go. Y'all don't, I ain't coming to training camp. I ain't doing this. Why y'all bitching? You know what I'm saying? So that has fucked himself up. So if he want to play football, he got to go to the organizations that's dying. Giants, Browns, Uh,
Go and say the Panthers.
Well,
No, I just play. I dang dying. Bryce Young there to bring life back.
But those kind of organizations where you got to go to a rebuilding kind of situation, and you ain't gonna be the person to help with the rebuild anyway. You just basically going out there collect the checks. That's what I feel about that situation. He can't go to nowhere else. He can't go to no Lions. He can't go to the Packers. He can't go to the Commanders. He can't, because these teams are already established. We don't need you. We don't need you.
He could
And
be
you already
he could be a
ain't
backup.
going to be a backup, so we can't even do that for you.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's what I was going to ask. That's literally what I was going to. He's going to have to be a backup, but he ain't going to want to be a backup.
He ain't going to want to be a backup. So
but how many rings he already got, man? He got one, don't he?
I don't
see why he just. I just don't see why he don't take it to the couch with that one, man. Because he's only making his resume just look worse going to these teams and just destroying what they got going with the younger players at least.
Give it up, man. Hey, Brett Favre did it. He just, he just wallowing. It's kind of crazy, but literally going the Brett Favre way. He's going the Brett Favre route. That's all he's doing.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy, but he's doing literally what Brett Favre did before he retired. He's gonna give it a couple shots, and then after that, he's gonna get up out of there.
Yep, and it's funny. It all started in Green Bay. It's crazy. And Brett Favre was his. I mean, he was Brett Favre's successor. That's crazy.
There you
go. This I know this ain't a topic before we wrap it up, but I know this ain't a topic before we wrap it up, but I do kind of want to get y'all insight on it, and we could just do this. Hold off if y'all want to hold off, but I want to see who do y'all think, who are y'all projecting right now as far as y'all's first top 5 picks going into the draft. This draft coming up, like who do y'all got going where? I mean, we could do it next pod if y'all need to think it out, but
yeah, I gotta look at it. I mean, the combine just started. I mean, pretty much we already know. I think just to give you 1, 2, I think Shador, and then, well, I don't know, because Tennessee do need a quarterback, but I mean, I guess they can't go wrong with getting Travis Hunter, but it's either got to be Cam or Shador going. I know that's gonna be 1 or 2.
I hate to see that edge rusher from Penn State. He aggravated something. He got something going on with him. He was supposed to be number 1.
He got like a bone spur or something.
Yeah,
something like that.
But he won't drop far. He won't drop. Yeah, he won't drop far. If he drop it. Yeah, I love, man.
Love to have him.
Like I said, man, my thing is, man, obviously they got Shador and Cam at the top 2 of the class. You got Travis Hunter. You got my guy from Penn State. That's about. I don't see. I'll see when they come across. That's a lot of times when I get to learn about most of these guys, because, like I say, when college is around, it's so broad. You'd be jumping from place to place and team to team like I do. You just can't keep up with all your teams.
There you go.
Shout out to OSU, national champs.
Wow. Definitely not his team, but okay. Definitely not his team. That's not even his number 5 team. That's not even his number 5 team, but okay, you got it.
Who y'all think on that? Who y'all think's gonna come out rookie of the year? If y'all just had to project, I know we haven't seen them in action yet, but if we just had to project, who y'all projecting rookie of the year going into?
Travis Hunter, probably. It'll probably Travis Hunter if he go to wide receiver route.
I think he already claimed he did say he was going to be a wide receiver.
Oh yeah, he said he going corner. I thought he said he going corner.
No, he said he going corner.
I think he did.
Okay, well,
for
me, it's either going to be Cam Ward or it's going to be my dog from Penn State. I like both of them.
Yeah, I think Cam Ward. So I know,
but it's an offensive MVP and a defensive MVP. So my defensive MVP rookie of the year is definitely the dude from Penn State. If I had to pick, depending on what Cam Ward comes out, I think he got a good ceiling. So I go.
So yeah, I was about to say. So I know it's gonna sound like I'm hating, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So Shador is good. Don't get me wrong, but I think he's very limited, man. I think he's very limited, and I think a lot of things that we are going to see unfold in the NFL may be a detriment to the way he plays because, like I say, bro, now, bro, being able to escape the pocket is so important now. And you're going to a bad team. It don't matter what, like, you are going to a bad team, buddy. You're going to a team that needs a lot of pieces to become better. And probably in a part of the reason why the team probably bad because they got a bad offensive line. So I think he's going to a team that may have a bad offensive line, which I think is going to, I don't know, but that's just what I think. I think it's going to kind of hurt him more than help him because he doesn't have the athletic ability like Cam Ward to escape the pocket and, you know, kind of extend plays. You did it in college, but like I said, the game's faster. The athletes are 10 times better. But with that being said, y'all boys got anything else for the pod?
No, I ain't got nothing else. Shout out to the Lakers. They're still looking good. They're moving
They
forward.
do. They are. They are.
They're number 3 in the West right now. We're moving up. So, a playoff run.
What about you, Dave?
Nah, you brought them up. I was gonna bring. I think about it. Cleveland. They hooping over there in Cleveland right now, man. I'm not gonna lie. Them boys are forced.
I told my coworker, bro. I said it's hard to deny Cleveland, but I just know Donovan Mitchell ain't gonna show up when it's time for him to show up. I know it's gonna happen. They need him to surge, and if I know Donovan Mitchell, like I know Donovan Mitchell, he's gonna disappear.
That's the only thing.
I'd be happy if he show up, but I know he gonna let him down, bro.
Yeah. Besides that, March Madness coming up. I know we play y'all Saturday up in Chapel Hill. We're gonna see if this is gonna come out different this time. I think we on the 6 or 7 game winning streak. So we coming along at the very last part of the season. So we're gonna see how this gonna play out. But besides that, that's all.
All right. So first off, I appreciate everybody for sticking through with us. We said some real important things in here, especially about WWE. We because we got another one coming up. Brace yourselves, y'all. The Super Bowl of wrestling is upon us.
It's in April, right? Ain't that usually April?
April 11th through April 12th. WrestleMania is upon us. It's in Las Vegas. Trust me, y'all don't want to miss it. Guys, don't miss it. Y'all bet not miss it. It's important that y'all watch this event so y'all can have this fun that we had today.
We gotta go live, bro. We gotta go live.
So. I think so because that is the Super Bowl of wrestling, bro. We gotta go live.
I'm all for it.
It's Easter Sunday too, ladies and gentlemen. It's also Easter Sunday. So it's Easter Sunday, by the way.
But make sure y'all watch WrestleMania too. Go to church, go in your Sunday's best, and come back and watch WrestleMania. First, and then go in your Sunday's best, then come watch WrestleMania. Because you will not, you won't be let down. But other than that, man, we appreciate everybody who's been commenting, liking, and subscribing. And make sure y'all continue to show us love because we definitely appreciate everything y'all doing for us. If we ain't got nothing else, until next time, speak now, forever hold your peace. We out.
Shit for nigga. See, I'm just tryna stack a meal. I want this shit for real. I told my mama really tryna put you in a bigger crib. Some way a house up on the hill so we can just chill and reminisce about them times I was stuck.